Today is January 26th. We are at Vancouver to interview a high school student, Rebecca. She wants to share some idea how to reduce the plastic influence the environment. Hello, Rebecca.
Hello everyone. My name is Rebecca. I'm currently grade 12 in high school, and today I'll be talking about how we can, as a world, as a team, reduce plastic, because plastic is something that occurs in everything. It occurs in all our daily essentials, but something that's really detrimental for our earth and environment. So something as small as a tea bag can have plastic, and whenever we throw out tea bags, we're releasing plastic into the environment, where it can be washed out on our shores and our beaches, and where animals are prone to misunderstanding the plastic for food, and this causes them to ingest something that's harmful, because man-made substances are not designed for animal consumption. And when they consume something like this, it results in slow and painful death or torture, because you're not going to die instantly from plastic. You're going to die from the accumulation of plastic, disrupting organs, disrupting your bloodstream and stuff like that, and it's horrible. So how do we reduce it? Well, if you want to drink tea, consider buying a certain type of tea bag, because some tea bags, they are sealed with polypropylene, which is plastic, but some don't have plastic. So when you're buying your tea bags, you have to keep out for the structure. I'm talking about tea because right now the bubble tea industry is on the rise, and a lot of people start drinking tea, so we should watch out for how we can drink tea, which is something that's good for our body, but also being considerate of the environment. So pressed tea bags, which is like circular and square tea bags, they contain 20 to 30% of polypropylene, which is the plastic used to seal the tea bag. We have the silken tea bags, which are triangular tea bags, and they also contain plastic. They're not made of silk. String and tag tea bags, the most common type of tea bags you might see, they are better for the environment because they're not really sealed, so they're like this shaped tea bag. Those are better for the environment because not all of them might have polypropylene. So don't get the triangular ones or the circular and square ones, because those are more likely to have plastic in them. Okay, so tea aside, what else can we do to help the nature? Because whenever we are wasting or throwing out our plastic, right? This plastic gets washed up in the oceans because of wind or like water currents. And in the ocean, it gets broken apart by more currents into microplastics, which are plastics below 5 centimeters. These plastics are small, and people can argue that they are unnecessary because of how small they are, but these are most likely to be ingested by animals. Something this small is really hard to get out of the ocean too, because they're that small. They're called microplastics, and it's hard to fish out of the ocean. We can fish out microplastics from sand by using like sieves, like large rectangular sieves. You sieve out microplastics from the beaches, but it's really hard to get them out of oceans unless they're washed up. But majority of sea animals aren't going to be on the beach washed up. They're going to be in the ocean. So how are we going to save them from microplastics? The answer is very hard to. We really don't. So many of them suffer and die. So the best way to reduce this is obviously to start recycling, to save the plastic usage. Consider buying recyclable cups, because if you're going to go to your nearest bubble tea store, if you bring a recyclable cup, you might even save a few cents, 10 cents, 20 cents. If you recycle, many places they pay you back money for the deposit fee, because when you're buying stuff like plastic bottles, they charge you deposit fee. So when you recycle it, you get all that money back. Don't you like money? Don't you want to save money? If you want to save money, you can consider investing for like a $10, $20 cup, $15, $5 even, and it helps the world a bunch because we're all doing a little bit, right? If everyone contributes a little bit, then the world can become a better place and we can stop and mitigate all of the rising microplastics in the ocean. Another thing that is really heavy in plastic is online ordering. When people do hauls, when people order stuff, all of the packaging is sealed in plastic bubble wrap, more plastic to prevent damage, right? But then this is a lot of excess plastic because when you receive the mail from Amazon, you open it, what are you going to do with the plastic? You throw it out. You're not going to really recycle it because a lot of people are too busy to accumulate every plastic they see. Majority of the plastic you see are going to go in the garbage. So the best way is to just reduce that extra step of gaining plastic and shopping in real life. But this is kind of hard with COVID, right? Because a lot of stores are, let's say a lot of stores have a lot of people and people want to escape COVID, right? But we have to know that big stores are going to have a lot of people. But if you see your local small store, you can always go. They're not going to have people every single second, every single hour. If there's someone shopping, you can wait until they're done, maybe go into the park, maybe go on the beach or something, take a walk, come back, and then go buy what you want to buy. But try to limit your online shopping because online shopping costs a lot of plastic that is wasted. You can also, this is another idea, it's a very common idea, it's just to bring a tote bag or like a non-plastic bag to the store. Again, it also saves you money. So like a lot of stores are encouraging all of us bring reusable bags, reusable utensils, etc. because it's good for the environment. We have to work together as a team to reduce the effects in our carbon footprint. Let's see some statistics on my phone. So the world uses 500 billion plastic cups every year. More than 500 million plastic straws are used every day around the world. 16 billion disposable coffee cups are used each year. These are coated with plastic to laminate the inside and use plastic lids. So a lot of coffee cups and hot drinks, don't be deceived. They might have paper on the outside, but the inside is laminated with plastic, which makes it very hard for us to recycle these paper cups because if there's plastic in it, how are we going to recycle plastic? It has to be properly separated, but the normal person can't properly separate plastic from paper. So it's best to just bring your own reusable cups so you don't have to waste plastic. Let's see. Oh yeah, so a lot of chains have started supporting paper straws because we know like plastic straws are used heavily, right? So consider going to branches that support paper straws like A&W, or you can go to Starbucks and ask for lids that have like a drinkable lid without needing a straw. It's like those lids for hot drinks where you can drink it. A lot of places are going to offer this lid. You just have to ask them. It saves straws. So A&W, IKEA Canada, New York Fries, Harvey's, The Keg, Original Joe's all start using biodegradable paper straws, and also TNT. Why do you want something to be biodegradable? Biodegradable, it means something's ability to decompose naturally, like compost. And when things are naturally decomposing in the environment, that's where less harm is being done, because when they're broken up, they're actually becoming dirt, becoming stuff that can grow new life instead of harming life, like microplastics. So today I just shared some ideas. Hopefully you guys can try some of your own. I would like to see the world become a better place. Thank you.
Thank you, Rebecca. And do you have any idea that you want to talk to the lawmaker? For example, ask the lawmaker, make a certain law or by law, and everyone have to follow the law. Do you think it is a good idea?
I think laws right now are kind of hard to do it. I mean, obviously it should be right, but then we can't really control everybody because there's a lot of people who when they don't have money in society, they're going to not care about littering. That's why in more sketchy neighborhoods with higher crime rates, you're going to see it being more polluted and more dirtied. So I think a government labeling everyone with a law is just going to complicate things, and it's going to make society more angry. But I think the best way is to just educate people who are civilized and students in school, because students are people who have that moral compass, who are most likely to go on the right track in the future. And so we should have more students partaking in actions that can help the environment. So like joining clubs like the Green Club, where they pick up garbage on fields, or like just implementing ideas. Because in elementary, I think my class, we did a lot of like eating lunch with lights closed and stuff. So the more schools that start contributing to environment-friendly ideas, the more students are going to adapt to that environment, because schools are where we spend most of our time like studying, eating, walking around. And the more eco-friendly stuff we're surrounded with, the more we're going to become adjusted to that type of world.
Thank you, Rebecca. You share your idea to everyone. Okay, thank you. We will interview next time. Bye-bye.